One. Hello and welcome to Blocky Music number 50. This is a big one. We've been doing this for I think 2 years, maybe. I want to say it was like it started in holiday of 2021 with really crappy microphones, really crappy headphones, and it sounded like garbage. And it was on my old laptop, so it was a bad time. I heard the original episode and it was terrible. So.
It was a blocky.
But somehow we made it to 50, and I don't have the usual guest. I have a new guest because it's episode 50. So today I have Janet and I have Anna. Say hello.
Hello.
Janet is here, I promise.
Yes.
And yeah, so Anna's never done any blocky musics before, but we explained everything to her, so she knows what it is, and she's also heard some, so she understands the idea. But yeah, we want to do something special because it is the 50th one, and I don't know if we make it to 100, it'll be another special one. But so
and
we
maybe you'll get brought on again. Yay!
Yeah, and by then maybe you'll have like a better microphone. Actually, have one here that I can send, or whenever I go visit, I can bring with me. But anyway, we're getting off topic. We're doing Power Stone for. This is a Dreamcast game, so it's not really blocky, but as I was explaining to them earlier, blocky music is just the term we use for video game music. It's not really specifically blocky music or chiptune music. Janet knows what Power Stone is because she's seen the show, she's seen the game, so she understands what it is. Anna has no idea what it is. So basically, Power Stone is a Dreamcast game where you fight each other, and when you collect the Power Stones, you turn into like a super form. So you upgrade and... like there's a guy who's a pilot and he gets like an Iron Man looking suit. There's a really big buff guy who, when he transforms, he turns into this like big rock guy, kind of like the Thing from Fantastic Four. And they all basically have their own little thing, and they're all looking for the Power Stones for different reasons. Like they all have their own like personal journeys that they're going on. And then there was also an anime that came out around the time this came out. This was 1999. It's right there. And yeah, and it was basically just like the game story, but they used the one character as the main character instead of everyone having their own story. They just made it a story of one. And yeah, that's it. So it takes place in an alternate version of Earth, where like you still have like London and United States and all these countries, but they're a little bit different and they're not exactly one-to-one. And the first one we're going to do is Londo, which is supposed to be London, which is where the main character Falcon is from. And yeah, we're just going to go into it if you guys are ready.
Okay, I actually heard that name before.
All right, well, here we go.
Let's go.
All right, Janet, Londo.
I like this one. This one was giving like something in the army, very I like the drums, I guess I like the marching snare. I don't know the instrument for it. It's giving like a bootleg Captain America. Is what I'm getting. Remind me again.
So I was gonna I don't know, I guess I can say it before we have the thing, but Londo, his name is Falcon, Edward Falcon. He's a pilot, and
Okay.
he's looking for the Power Stone because it's like a great treasure that I think his dad was looking for and he never found.
This is the guy, right?
It's the main guy, yeah, the guy in the red.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and so yeah, his whole thing is like, I just want it because it's this great treasure, and I'm an adventurer, which I think the music kind of gives off that like grand adventure kind of feeling.
Yeah.
And then
it
when
does.
he transforms, he basically gets like a jetpack, and he gets like an armor suit, so he kind of looks like a missile almost. It's
Interesting.
hard to describe, but yeah, that's
That's
the name is Falcon, and Londo is his stage. So Janet, how many stars out of 5?
You know, I really liked it. Um, Nothing that upset me. So 4.
4. Okay, and then Anna, what do you think?
I think that I like it because it feels like you're on an adventure. Like I realized what I have to do. I am going on my quest, and I'm just ready for it. I liked it.
Cool. And then how many stars would you give it out of 5?
See, that would be a little difficult. I thought Janet would give it a 5, and that's how I was gonna kind of give mine. But it is my first song. I'm giving it a 5.
A 5. Okay. Actually, Janet on her first one always gives a 3. It's a recurring thing because her the reason is because I don't know what the rest sound like, so I don't know if that's a really good one or a really whatever one. So 3 is a safe bet. And also, we're gonna go back at the end and like we'll go back and rearrange everything so it's not finalized. If you're giving it a 5 and Jan's giving it a 4, I'll tie break it as a 4, just because again we haven't seen the rest. So the next one is Mutsu stage. This is like a Japan style stage. The customer, the character is his name is Ryoma, I think. Yeah, it's Ryoma, and he's like God, what is he? He's like a swordsman, like a Japanese swordsman, and he's only looking for it because he wants to be the strongest swordsman alive. So he goes on a journey looking for the stones because he thinks they're going to give him great power. And then when he transforms, he turns into like an armored, like samurai kind of guy. So this is his stage. All right, Anna, you go first this time. What do you think of Mutsu?
I enjoyed the beginning. It's very relaxing, and it gives you a little oomph. And then, but it's relaxing overall. That's what I took out of it. I'll give it a 4.
4. Okay. Janet, what do you got?
I like that it was like funky yet traditional Japanese sounding theme we got going on. Also, I looked him up and he looks like Brock from Pokemon. Just wanted to mention that just so we can have a visual in our heads right
He
now.
does. Yes, he does.
I like that they didn't
Brock.
keep too much of the traditional like Japanese music because I feel like they overuse it a lot and they used a little bit of funkiness to it. So that was a nice little addition. We're gonna give it a 4.
Okay. And then, Anna, what did you say for your score?
Mine was also a 4.
Okay. So we'll leave it as a 4. I think because the first one had a 5 and a 4. I think we're going to leave Londo up first and then leave Mutsu as that one. And then we'll come back to him. So the next one is Tong An. I don't know what I want to say it's somewhere in China. From the stage and what I'm remembering, I think it's supposed to be like their version of China. But the character's name is Wang Tang, and he's like a martial artist kid who is very like aloof and is just like, I just like to fight and be strong. I forgot. I think he just turns into like a stronger version of himself, and he gets like Goku hair or something when he
Yeah,
transforms.
with the little braid.
But his like his story, I think, is just like his master is this like old man tells him like, you need to go find the Power Stone because it's the great treasure or whatever. So he goes out and is looking for it. So yeah, this is Tong An. Okay, Janet, Tong An.
That was great. I love that very, very much. Let's see. Let's see. You know what? 5. Just just leave it at that. There's nothing that I can say. Just 5.
5. Okay, Anna.
I liked it. It was very interesting. He does look a little Super Saiyan. And I don't know, his character, I did Google it too, so I could have an idea. And he reminds me like he could be a character of like Street Fighter for some reason.
Well, so this is a Capcom game. Capcom made Power Stone, so I'm pretty sure
So like
there
a
was some
little
crossover. Like I'm pretty sure there was some crossover.
right. Like him and Chung Li going at it, like I would totally see it. I like it. Nah, but I'll give it a 4. There's something that I wasn't like, wowed,
Wow.
completely
This
wowed.
is where the fighting begins.
I'll do a 4 on
How?
that one.
How is that a 4?
Okay.
You better mark that as a 5.
So I mean, this is a tiebreaker again. I'm gonna go with 5. I think it's
There we go.
one of my favorite one. I only
Yes.
tie break, but I
Really?
have a bias because these games I've played since 1999. So clearly I'm gonna be biased. But yeah, I think the other two that we did before, like I like how they sound and everything, but this is a fighting game. Like you're supposed to be beating each other up, and I think the other ones they create good atmosphere and they're like nice to listen to, but they're not as pumped up. Whereas his is just like right from the get go, it's just like, okay, we're doing this, so which I think is really good. And then also it just like the kind of like they did with the Japan stage, like this one has a lot of like Asian inspired instruments and stuff, but it's still like modern because it has that like techno bass line going on in the background. So I don't know, like for me, I'm like, yeah, that's peak Power Stone right there. That's some good stuff. So
That's some good stuff.
the next one, the stage is called Manchester, and I believe it's supposed to be like Manchester, which is somewhere in the United Kingdom, except whereas London stage was like a daytime bright, the Manchester stage is at night and like kind of creepy. The character's name is Jack. He is a mummy, and
Jack.
he's like
I remember.
he's a mummy, and he's like I don't know if he's a thief or he has a fascination with like shiny things, or I don't know what the story is, but he's kind of like not really a good guy. Like he's really not a good guy at all. I don't want to call him a villain, but he's just kind of there, not for the best reasons. And when he transforms, he just transforms into like a stronger version of himself, but he starts crawling on all fours like he's a spider. So he's a creepy little guy, and this is his stage. right, Anna, Manchester stage.
Man, it was giving me a little creeps in the beginning because I felt like something was gonna come out and just bite me, and then it gets. I like it. I don't know, man. I give it a 5 because I like it.
What?
Okay.
I feel like it's weird and a little
You're
creepy, but I
weird.
like it. I like
What?
it. Like as soon as I heard it, I'm like this is something that will come out in a Halloween movie. Like I'm scared to watch it, but I'm gonna watch it anyways.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the vibe that I got. And then in the middle, like there was these bells too, and I was like, wait, what's gonna happen? You're gonna come at me? I like it. I'll give it that one for sure a 5 to me.
Okay, okay, a 5. And then Janet, what do you have?
Well, uh,
Janet does not like scary things, so she's gonna give it a 1.
yeah, man, it's a creepy start. Not gonna lie. It sounded like a scream at the beginning, and then the actual song itself was just a very simple beat. I didn't find anything that really stood out to me. I thought I would hear a little bit more of like high pitched sounds to kind of like, I don't know, mimic the shiny things that he likes. You know, when you see something shiny, there's like high pitched sounds, and I didn't get that. It was very creepy tune. But it didn't really give me much. So Jack, you're not. I'm gonna give it a 2.
Oh, a 2 versus a 5. Oh, oh.
On the
Yeah.
other side of the spectrum.
Damn, this is gonna be a hard one to tie break. I don't think it's either of those. I don't think it's a 5 though. It does I think have, like Anna was saying, it does give a good atmosphere feeling, and knowing the character and like the fact that like he comes out at night and he's kind of this creepy like serial killer almost. I think the creepy start and like Anna said, the bell, and then it had that like drop before it looped again where it was like and then it like went to the drop.
Yeah.
I think all of that is like it works really well, and it does create like oh, this guy's kind of sinister, but also keeping in with like having a fast paced beat because it is a fighting game. But I also agree with Janet where like it feels a little like light, if they were going for the creepy, I think they could have pushed it a little bit harder to go for like a creepier vibe, versus like because it felt like a techno rave thing, I'm picturing like Blade in a nightclub kind of thing. So that's a tough one. I would put it at a 4, but at the bottom of the 4s, because that would be
to a 3.
that would be or you know what, I think that could be a 3. Like that would be a 3, like a high 3, because I think it is good, but like not personally my favorite. So I'll do it as a 3, but we'll come back to them and then we'll see what it is. So the next one is Don Volta, and I think this is Alyssa's favorite character, and if I remember correctly, Janet also really liked this character. And this is Gunrock. He is the big, giant buff dude who is like, he
Why
turns
is he
into.
my favorite?
I don't remember what it was, because he's kind of like the big goof, like the big, like he's like a really strong, powerful guy, but he's also kind of like this, because I think he has like kids or something, so he's just like this big bear dad kind of guy. And I don't remember why he wants the stones. I think he wants to like help his like no, he wants to be rich because he likes to gamble. That's what it is. He wants to be rich.
Get rich quick.
Yeah, so he wants to use the power stones to like so that he can basically make money. I think he's like a dad. I don't know, but I remember he had some like quality that was like, it was like, oh, this guy's great. Like we love this guy.
Okay.
And then when he, like I said, when he changes, he turns into a like a big rock monster. Yeah. So this is Gunrock stage. This is Don Volta. Okay, this is Janet's turn.
Oh, okay. You mentioned that he was like a minor, right? He's a minor.
I didn't, but he is. Yes.
Oh, well then I got that from the Wikipedia that's in front of me. Well, I was trying to give you credit. Anyways, it sounds like they're mining. Kind of like when you're like, I don't know what that little instrument is that you like pick at the rocks. Thinking of like the
Mining
dwarfs.
pick.
Is could it be that simple? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a mining
Um,
pick.
I like that they use sounds that are of mining to make like music. I thought that was really cool. But then again, the song itself was like the beat was is okay. So I'm really between like a 3 and a 4. I would give it like a really low 4 because I think that was pretty cool the way that they use like mining sounds in the song.
Okay, and then Anna.
I also agree with Janet with the mining. I was like, oh, it sounds like he's picking at something. And I liked it. But then it lost me. Like I felt like I was going towards something and I'm like, I don't know, I'm lost. Should I continue picking or not? I don't know. Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
Okay. Um. Hmm. So Jenny, you said like a low 4. Anna says a 3. Um. I'll leave it as a 3. I think I enjoy the Jack State Manchus more, like as a song. But I think Gunrock's Don Volta stage gives you a better sense of the space that you're in because you both were like, oh, it sounds like he's mining. The stage is actually it's inside of a mine, like a refinery,
Hmm.
and there's like a pit where they melt all the ore or whatever that they mine. So I think it creates more atmosphere. But in terms of the song, I think I like Manchas more. So we'll do 3, and that'll be that.
Okay.
So the next one is Dolestown, and this is what was his name? Oh, Galuda, that's his name, and he is this Earth's version of Native American, and he is I want to say he's trying to get his the reason he's trying to get the Power Stone, I think is because there's like a girl in the village who's like sick, like the chief's daughter or something is sick. So he's looking for the Power Stone so that he can cure her sickness. Um, his stage takes place in like a saloon, which is like like a bar, like a Wild West bar kind of thing. And when he transforms, he turns into this like totem creature. So he looks like kind of like a totem pole, but that moves, I guess. And yeah, this is Galuda's stage, Dullstown. Okay, Anna, Dullstown stage.
Whoa, that was a lot of noises. The sounds, I mean, I like the combination of it. In the beginning, I did see why it would be Galuda's stage but I don't see him dancing like that. Like I heard a little bit of I like the guitar. It's acoustic guitar. Then I think I heard like a little bit of like maracas, maybe
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, some kind
the
of like shaking
trumpet.
instrument. Yeah.
Yes, and then the trumpets really like was like, oh, that's a beat. That's a pumped up beat. But for a stage, I'll give it like a 3.
Okay,
3.
Janet, what do you think?
Um, it sounds like what is it? It sounds very Latin. Because of the trumpet, the
Maracas.
yeah, I said shaker in my mind in my notes because I take notes, by the way.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
drums and all that. It was giving dancing vibes, not fighting vibes. So I do agree with Rosella that it's I don't see it as like a fighting song. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna give it like a 3.
Okay, so you guys both agreed on the three. In comparisons
Yes.
to the other, we'll leave it here, and then we'll review them all at the end. But okay,
Okay.
the next one is Oedo's stage. This is Ayame, who I think this is also Japanese. I think, um, and she's like this ninja kid who is like a little shit. Like
Hmm,
she's
okay.
like she likes to play pranks and she's not very girly. She's just like, I'm just doing ninja things because whatever. Um, I think the reason she goes for the Power Stone is because it's like her family's treasure or something, or she's looking for it because her family thinks it's gonna bring like them wealth and like wellness and all this other stuff. So with her, I think her whole family goes on the adventure to go search for it. And when she transforms, she turns into this like pink ninja rabbit kind of.
Mm.
It's kind of what it looks like. It's hard to describe, but yeah, this is Ayame and Oedo. Okay, Janet, Oedo stage.
See, this is a lot more fast, and this is a lot more like fighting. Um, Again, with the like Japanese sounding instruments and sounds, which I like. They're really cool. Um, it's also like super fast paced, and I can see her just kind of like bouncing around because she's just so active. I would think.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna give this one a 4. Liked it.
Okay, Anna.
I really liked that it was fast paced also. The flute, it was giving that a little mysterious because like you mentioned, she's a very active character and I believe she's the strongest one, the strongest female in the character for the characters.
There's two girls and we haven't hit the other one yet. Um,
But Ayame does I like it. I like it. I feel the energy.
mhm.
Just like I'm assuming she would have that type of energy.
She is.
I give it
I
a
think she's the fastest character in the game.
oh, she's the fastest one, yeah. She's also her the Power Stone video games. Yeah, she is the.
Not her reading the wiki page right now.
I'm reading it because I need to see what the character is, and it does. She is the most
she's
powerful girl of the Power Stone.
well. I think like in the actual game, like when you play it,
Mm.
she is the fastest character, but she is the weakest character. because she's so fast, she can like do little combos and stuff, but she
She
also
gets.
like doesn't do as much damage. So you kind of have to like balance out like playing fast and like not get hit.
Mm.
And she like out of all the characters in the game, she's the one that I play the most. But yeah, what do you have, Anna, for your rating?
I give her a 4. I liked it. I
Okay, and
liked
then
it.
Janet, you said a 4 too, right?
I believe so.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, we'll rearrange them at the end, and then we have the other female of the crew. This is Rouge. She is from I don't know how to say it, Madad, but it's Baghdad. Is she's from like Baghdad. I don't know where Baghdad is. Um,
I don't
Mm.
either.
it's somewhere in that area, but she's like a fortune teller, and I don't remember why she's trying to get. Oh, I think she's trying to get the Power Stone because she wants to use it to like be able to see people's fortunes and be a better fortune teller or something. I don't 100% remember. It's been a really long time. So yeah, and when she transforms, she just turns into like a flaming like gypsy kind of attire, and she's got like a magic carpet and everything. So yeah, this is my dad.
Bye bye. Oh.
Okay, Anna, my dad stage.
My diet. I like it. I do see where the gypsy comes up. I feel like she about to do a little move and then a snake's gonna come and attack me. Like, I don't know. That's what I felt like. And the like in the sand. Yeah, I just felt her whole vibe. I like it. I like it. I'll give it a 4
Okay, and Janet.
Let's see.
based on her notes.
Well, literally, I didn't take notes this one, so
Uh-huh.
um, is this the character that looks like the the like Princess Jasmine?
Yes, the character that looks like Princess Jasmine.
Okay, because that's what I was kind of getting. Um, I don't know. Like I didn't feel again. Now we're if we're thinking about like fighting songs again, there's no real way to actually like rate these songs. They keep changing every time. One
Yes.
is just whether it's fast paced, or the other one is whether I hear like it sound like the character. But for right now, it was okay. Like I didn't, nothing stood out to me in this one. It was too bland, so I'm gonna give it like a 3.
Okay, and Anna, you said a 4, right?
Yes, I said a 4.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it actually has a lot going on. I was listening to it, and I was like, damn, there's actually a lot going on, and it's actually heavier than I remember because there's like you can hear like the drums in the background, and there's parts where like they're just like doing drum fills and this other stuff, and I'm like, I don't think I ever paid attention to that, only because I've never super been interested in the character or the stage or the music for it, but like actually listening it like this, I was like, oh, there's actually like more than what I thought was there. So I was pleasantly surprised. So I'll put it as a 4. Next we have there's 2 bosses in the game. There's Kraken and then there's Valgus. And Kraken is a pirate. He's this old pirate dude, and Skullhaven is the name of his flying ghost ship. And
Okay.
I think he's trying to resurrect his like crew because
Aw.
they're all dead from his travels and him being a pirate. You know, like they're not good sailors. They're like criminals. They're sea criminals. But he's trying to basically resurrect his crew. And he is
What
the first
did you say his name was? I'm sorry.
Kraken.
Kraken. Oh, man.
She's like,
No
I got to
wiki
do my
on it.
Wikipedia research.
There
So,
is no Kraken. Oh, yes, it is.
oh
Yes,
my
there
God,
is.
Jesus Christ. Well, here's a song.
From a pirate ship in the Skullhaven. Okay.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is Janet.
Yeah. It does sound like a boss stage for sure. I just wish it was a little bit faster, and the trumpets make it sound very important and like very grand, very big. But again, a little bit faster because it is, a a boss or like a bad guy. So, um, I mean, I liked it more than the other one that we just listened to. So I'm gonna give that one a 4. I'm gonna give this one a 4.
Okay, and then Anna for Skullhaven. What do you got?
For Skullhaven, it did give me pirate vibes. I felt like I was in a ship with him and I was gonna get ready to attack. But like Janice said, not that fast because I feel like a level like that should be very fast paced. Like I need to have that adrenaline, and I wasn't feeling the adrenaline. I would give it a 3.
Okay. It's gonna be a split. So it's gonna be between the 2, and we'll give it a 4, and then we'll go back to it. All right,
Okay.
and then the last one is Avalon Island Stage 1. There's 2 stages, but the second stage doesn't. It's like a weird thing, so I don't really count it. This is Valgus' stage. He is the main antagonist of Power Stone 1. He is this like really strong buff guy who is like extremely powerful, and he's looking for the Power Stone because I think he just wants to become stronger and like have no one be able to beat him. And he is actually like evil. When he transforms in his form, he turns into like a demon version of. Like, he looks similar, but he's like a demon. He's like purple, I think, and he's like spikes coming out of him. And
Oh,
he is
really?
the final boss. So he, yeah, he's a difficult fight. I don't know.
Okay. See.
Okay, Anna, Avalon Island 1.
I saw from based on the wiki that I got. He just reminded me going back in the days when we would watch the Rocky movies. The Russian guy that he has to fight,
Yeah, yeah.
Drago. And he was just like, yo, man, like this is it. Like this is all or nothing. Like, you know, to knock some tooths out. And I like it. It did intimidate me a little bit because it's win or lose at this point. So I'll give it a 5.
Oh, all right, Janet.
Wow. Um, it did start off strong, so it did catch my attention immediately, but it didn't do anything after that. It just kind of stayed there. It does sound,
Ominous.
yes, the word that I was going to say is intimidating. I feel scared going into whatever fight I'm about to go into with this sound. Sounds very Bowser-y.
Yes.
Yes, I was gonna say that too.
But well, compared to the other one, I did better than the other one. What did I give the other one? Or what was the final?
You gave it a 4 for Skullhaven.
Oh,
Mm.
so I don't know if this one's a 5, but I don't think I've given a 5.
You did give
It's
one
like-
5.
Did I?
Yeah.
All
it
right,
was,
cool.
I think
Great.
the second one.
The one that's at the top is the one you gave a 5 to.
Wonderful. Good. Let's keep it that way. We're gonna do this one 4 as well. We'll do a 4.
Okay. All right. Well, because Anna gave it, I'll move it up there. Okay, so now we've done them all. We're gonna go backwards, starting from the low ones all the way up to the high ones, and then I'm gonna play them to a certain amount. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, and then I'm just gonna go straight into the next one. If you need to stop me because you're like, no, that one should be this score, or like that one needs to move that under that one, or whatever, just stop me and I'll stop it. But here we go. These are the 3 stars.
So far, so good. I would say.
Okay, so those are the 3 stars.
I'm good with that.
I dig. I'm good with that.
Okay. I don't know, man. I was Don Volta. I was like, damn, this is a group. You know what it reminded me of, Jenny? It reminded me when we did Zangief. How it was just, I'm like, damn, this is kind of groovy though. And I didn't even hear it at first, but it has like a guitar that comes in right before it does the intro. There's like a little guitar part that comes in and then like it starts. So I don't know. I'd put that higher, but it's not my list, as you guys's. So
That's right. It ain't your list.
so then we'll do the 4-star, which is like most of them. And same thing, if they need to go up or down or whatever, just stop me.
Can we put Lido stage
Mm-hmm.
as a 5? I like that one.
Anna, can we?
Play it again. I dig.
Is it 5?
Yeah, that one does deserve 5.
Okay. And then anything else before I continue?
I'm gonna see if Londo needs to move around. It might actually, if I remember correctly,
Okay.
because I think I liked Mutsu stage. He's so American. I hate it.
He's not even though.
Not
It's
even.
giving American or Canadian.
It's British.
Not the British.
Isn't that why America started?
Aren't they at fault? Okay. Janet, you have thoughts.
I want to switch Mutsu up. I don't know. We'll do it. We'll do it a 5. But at the
Mutsu?
bottom of the 5. Yeah, bottom of the 5s.
Anna, do you think Mutsu should be a 5? Play it
You just
again.
play it again. Yeah, play it again. No,
Or at least like top of the 4s.
I would give it more of a couple of 4.
Okay. And then we have Oeda we just heard as a 5. And we have the actual 5 that we had here. And we just need to make sure this is still at the top.
Oh, this is a hard choice.
Oh man, it is a.
Switch it.
Switch it, yeah. I think it's the beginning that it just catches you there. I think it's the background of doo doo. You got you there.
Okay. So now we have our list. Any final changes?
No, I'm happy with the list.
Okay. I will say the 2 that you have at the top are my favorites in that order.
Nice.
Which is rare because you guys, well, I mean, it's usually Janet and Alyssa, but usually the ones they like versus what I like are like not the same. But in this scenario, you guys somehow managed to get my 2 favorite ones in there. The rest, I don't agree, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not a huge fan of Mutsu. Like it's fine, but I'm not big on it.
Wow.
Londo I like it, but to me it's like Green Hill where it's just like it's the baseline for everything. The Rouge's stage I think actually is a lot more interesting than I originally thought, and I actually really, really like it. So I would move that up. Avalon Island I think should go down because I think, like Janet said, it has a really strong opening, but it doesn't go anywhere. It's just pretty like it just flattens out for the entire song, which is kind of a shame because I thought they could have added so much in there and they didn't. It feels incomplete. Skullhaven is cool, but like it does have that feeling, but I think they could have pushed the feeling of like we're like on a pirate ship a little bit more, and it would have been cooler. But it's fine as it is. Manches is fine. It's whatever the spooky stage. I really like Don Volta. It's a slower song, but I don't know. I think it's a really good beat and it reminds me of Zangief, and then the character is great. And then this one, I really like Dolestown, but I think it'd probably be like a 4. I don't love it. I don't hate it. But I do like it more than like a 3. So that's just my personal. And yeah, like it's funny because these two are my favorite songs, and they're also my two favorite characters to play as because they're both quick. So anyway, that
Oh.
is Blocky Music number 50, Power Stone. And the last thing we always do before we end is, as a whole soundtrack of stages that we just heard, Janet, out of 10, what would you rate this soundtrack?
I like it for two reasons. One, the main two songs. I love that there was a 5-star in there, and I quickly was able to change it to a 5-star. And two, we didn't have to move it that much, so I like that all of our original like planning went through, and we didn't have to like do drastic changes. Um, I'm gonna give this one a 8.75.
Oh my god, you're
Yes,
down. You're
that's
you're using the second decimal now. Okay, 8.75, and then Anna.
I can say that overall, I liked all of them. It is something that I would see myself playing, like listening to. Now that I have more of an idea of the characters, I guess that's a different type of funk for each track. I would, for my first one, giving a number, I give it a high 9.
Okay,
wow.
Solid 9.999.
Jesus Christ. Well,
Okay.
I do think it's interesting for a couple of reasons. Because one, like Anna said, they do have like you can get a sense of the character through the music,
Yes.
which I think is really really hard to do. But they did a really good job of like, you guys talked about the 080 stage, which was the first one, the one that got the high score. You guys like, yeah, so like it sounds like very quick and like, like a lot of energy. And then I was like, yeah, well, the character's got a lot of energy and she's the quickest one. Okay, so the video never finished processing, so it's actually missing a good 3 minutes of us ending discussion. But basically, I'm just talking about how I like how the music fits the characters, and you get a good sense of all that through the music. And then I asked Anna, like, because she has no music knowledge from video games and stuff. She doesn't listen to it. She has no previous anything with it. So I was like, hey, what do you think now that you've listened to this stuff? Like, what do you think of it in comparison to like what you thought of it before? Now that you've actually sat down and like listened, like really listened to it. And she was just saying how, like, it was before listening to this. She's like, I was probably been like, if this came up on a shuffle thing, I would have skipped it because I didn't know what it was. But now that I've actually listened to them and I know about the characters and the stages and all the like the world building and stuff, she's like, I'm actually like, if anything, this makes me like, she's like, I can see myself listening to this. And then also like, I'm interested in the game itself. Like I want to see the game and play the game so that I can put everything together that I've learned about everything and the music and the visuals and everything, so I can actually see the whole thing as like a complete piece. So that was the main thing. That was like the last thing we talked about. This stupid video didn't end up like it didn't. I don't know if it didn't save or it didn't finish rendering or processing or whatever the hell the term is, but it just didn't go. But that was the end. And Anna then was talking smack about how we were saying how much we've come, how far we've come since the first Blocky Music, and like, look at us, we've got better equipment and everything is better and we know how to do things more. And then like this happens where it didn't even save the ending. So maybe we haven't learned anything in 50 episodes. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. That's the added part to the end of this. Yeah, it's 50. That's crazy. I don't know if we'll make it to 100, but we'll try.